Good morning, fourth grade. This is Miss Crane's class, and today is June 2nd, 2020. Is geometry surface area, and the focus of our lesson today will be to find surface area of prism and a rectangular prism. And we are doing page 309 and 310. 309 and 310. Okay, the story problem. Jolene plans to cover a bulletin board with paper. She has 5 square feet of paper. Does Jolene have enough paper to cover the bulletin board? Question number 1. How can Jolene determine how much paper she needs to cover the bulletin board? Answer. She can find the area of the bulletin board, the number of units square covering a surface. Square means double. So she will have to measure the length and the width. So let's go on question number 2. When you know the length and width of an area, then what formula could you use? Answer. The length times width equal area. That is a formula. That is a known scientific formula. Question number 3. What is the area of Jolene's bulletin board? If length is 3 feet and if the width is 2 feet, 3 times 2 is 6 square feet because we are timesing 2 feet. Jolene needs 1 square foot more, so she doesn't have enough wrapping paper or the bulletin board paper to cover the board. Let's go on the next story problem. Sarah is covering a square box with wrapping paper. Each edge measures 2 feet. How much wrapping paper does she need to cover the whole box? Now take a box in your house and then find some Christmas wrapping paper and think, if one edge is 2 feet and it's a square box, how much do we need? We have a whole Christmas wrapping paper roll. Now we don't want to unwrap everything, so how would we do that? We know that the area formula is length times width. Square has equal sides, so one side is 2 feet, then all sides are the same size because it's a square box. Thus, A is equal to length times width, area is equal to length times width, and area, if your length is 2 feet and width is 2 feet, that will be 2 times 2 will be 4 square feet. 4 square feet will cover one face. I put cover one face. That just means it's covering only one side. Since a square box has 6 faces, the surface area will be 6 times 4. That's 24 square feet. And Sarah needs 24 square feet of wrapping paper to cover the box. That is how to find the area of a box. Now, today's lesson was focused on surface area of a prism. So here Ms. Crane has a net paper, a net example of a prism. That's a square box. Using centimeter ruler, measure the length and width of square A. Square A is up there. So if you have a ruler, you can measure it, and the length of face A, I have done it, is 5 centimeter. So length of face A is 5 centimeter. What will be the length of the width of face A? It looks the same kind, same congruent size, so it also will be 5 centimeter. Which figure does the net represent? This represents a square prism or a cube, and you're all doing the book report a cube, so you can, when it's all done, it will look like a prism or a square prism or a cube. All the faces are squares. same size. So what is the area of face A? Area is length times width. 5 times 5 is 25 square feet. So back here I did a calculation for you. Side A is 25 square centimeter. Side B is 25 square centimeter. Side C is 25 square centimeter. D is 25 square centimeter. E is 25 square centimeter. F is 25 square centimeter. So add all the 6 sides, it will be 150 square centimeter. But we can do it by multiplication too. 25 times 6 will give you 150 square centimeter. So we need 150 square centimeter is the area of the surface area of a prism. Surface means the portion on each side, or the open surface on each side. Now the next thing we are learning today is find the surface area of a rectangular prism. So this is a paper with showing the rectangular prism, and there are measurements given, and you have to use those measurements and look at the net figure, and then there is a work page shown for A, how much B, D, how much B, how much E, how much C, how much F, how much. Well, let's go through the instruction. Which figure is pictured here? It's a rectangular prism. How many faces does how many faces does a rectangular prism have? It has 6 faces, and that's what we've been learning last 2 days. What is the length of face A? The length of face A, what is the length of face A? Is 6 inches, okay? What is the width of face A? It's 2 centimeter. Let's go back and look. Is it 2 centimeter? I want to shake it, but hope you can see it. It's 2 centimeter, right? Okay. So going down again to our, so the area of face A is 2 times 6, and that will give you 12 square inches. And let's go back to the, what other faces is parallel or congruent to face A? Face D is congruent to face A, so what will be the area of face D? If A is equal to D, then D is also equal to 12 square inches. What other faces will be congruent and parallel to face B? Face B is congruent to face E, and if the area of face B is equal to 6 square inches, it has the same length and the width of face B, then 6 times 1, that is, the length is 6 and width is 1, that's equal to 6 square inches. In the same way, face C is equal to face F. That means they are congruent and parallel, same size, same shape. F is equal to 2 times 1, that is 2 square inches. Now if you add all the areas that we have found of all the 6 faces, 12 plus 12 is plus 6 plus 6 plus 2 plus 2 equal to 40 square inches. So in a square, we just times one face with 6, but in a rectangular, because it has a different size of faces, we have to do each of them and then add the areas together, and thus gives us the square surface area. Now you will do your page 309 and 310. And if you have any questions, ask me at Zoom time. Bye now.